Yo, this is Jay from Straight Smoke Gaming. In today's video, doing a Thursday night sim. If you don't know what a Thursday night sim is, we take the Thursday night football game, we do a simulation of 7 games, we find average for stats, total points scored, and we give you our picks here at the channel. So let's go ahead and get right into that. So we do this as a thing, so let's go ahead and go over our records first. We got me, OV, and Orb all at a 2-3 record, and Madden being 3-2 on the year. So our records aren't too far off, to be honest. Going into the picks for this Thursday, me and Orb are both taking the Bears, and Ovi's picking the Commanders, and you will see Madden's pick here later in the video after we go over the stats. So let's go ahead and get right into the stats. Starting off with quarterbacks, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Washington Commanders first. Carson Wentz averaged 309 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception in the sim. So, I mean, when you're looking at the stats, I mean, that's not a bad stat line at all. Then you also got to think about they're playing the Bears. So, I mean, those numbers are probably inflated because the Bears aren't good. Justin Fields, for the other quarterback, he averaged 262 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. The touchdown interceptions are pretty much identical. The reason they're like that is because we round up when you get decimals, if you round up or you round down. But, I mean, touchdown interceptions, very similar throughout the sim. The yards is the big difference. Throwing for 40 more yards. So, I mean, overall, quarterback play, not bad. Fields, you like to see him do a little bit more. One's pretty good, actually really good. Obviously, if you take away the interception, really good game. Let's go over into the running backs. Starting off with the Commanders, we're going to go ahead and use Antonio Gibson. In the Sims, they did not want to use Brian Robinson really at all, or J.D. McKissick on the ground. So going with Antonio Gibson, he rushed for 62 yards and 1 touchdown. Bears, we have David Montgomery. They did not really use Herbert rushing-wise as much as they used Montgomery in the Sims, so we'll just go by that. Montgomery averaged 47 yards on the ground with 0 touchdowns. Going into the receiving aspect of the sim, the way we do this is when we do the 7-game sim, we write down who are the 3 best receivers, and whichever name comes up the most through the 7-game sim, that's who we're watching for. That we call those big games. That's what we're looking for. Whoever has the most big games for the team. Starting out with the Bears, we got Darnell Mooney having 6 of 7 big games, Velus Jones having 4 of 7 big games, and Cole Kmet having 5 of 7 big games. So, I mean, none of these guys are really that good, to be honest with you. But it's the Bears, so someone's got to step up, right? I mean, really, it could be anyone on this offense who could step up. We could see Dave Montgomery having a big game. We did see him getting used in the sim. We did also see Khalil Herbert getting used in the passing game. Going now with the Washington Commanders, we have Terry McLaurin with 7 of 7 big games. The tight end, Logan Thomas, having 5 of 7 big games, and Curtis Samuel having 5 of 7 big games. With that being said, let's go ahead and go over who wins. So Madden's going to go ahead and pick the Washington Commanders, winning 6 of 7 of the games in the sim, with the average score of Washington 28, Chicago 25. So pretty close game here in the sim, as you can see there. Stats don't lie. I mean, judging by the stats, the passing, quarterback stats, and all that, it makes it look a lot worse because the Commanders had better quarterback play. They have better rushing stats. So, yeah, I mean, the stats don't really do it justice. Let's go ahead and go over the other information you're going to want to know that we picked up on here from the sim. Really, no run game for either team. Both of the run games were rough, so that's something to look out for. We'll see if Madden predicts that right. And there were a lot of turnovers total. I mean, as you can see, both teams averaged 1 interception. But, I mean, there was at least 1 interception thrown in every game. Neither team had a clean game for the most part. And there was a lot of close games. By close games, I mean 1 game did go into overtime, and then 5 of 7 of the games, they were within a touchdown. So Madden's saying this game is going to be close. All 7 of the games pretty much were close other than 2. So, yeah, I mean, this should be interesting. Neither team is good, so one of these teams got to win. I'm thinking it's the Bears, Justin Fields. I think he's going to light up a spark under that team. I mean, this is definitely a winnable game for him. So if you enjoy, please remember to like and sub for more Madden, GTA, and Red Dead content. Make sure you come back tomorrow and check out the GTA Weekly Update video, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.